everyone, good morning. Now we're doing what?
Reading books.
Reading. And your name is?
I'm Elijah.
You're Elijah. Okay, show it your book.
Bedtime for Peppa.
Mm-hmm.
Peppa's first sleepover.
Mm-hmm.
The Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
Peppa goes swimming. Class trip.
Mm-hmm.
Ballet lesson.
You show it to them like that. And then what book or topic you want to read for today? Come on. Come on. How about Tooth Fairy?
Okay.
Okay. Because you tell them what happened to your tooth. Come on and show it to them.
Because I lost my tooth.
Yeah. Show it to them. So that's your first
That's my 15th baby tooth in order.
in order. Okay. Also show it to them again. The Tooth Fairy. Okay, you read.
The Tooth Fairy.
Okay.
One time there was a clever little pig named Peppa. She was very proud of her teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Peppa and his brother George knew how to take care of their teeth.
Mm-hmm.
They brushed them every morning and every night.
Mm-hmm. How many times did they brush their teeth?
2.
2. Okay.
Actually, I do 1 right now, but I'm just going to grow it maybe later.
Okay. So next.
Year.
Okay. So you're gonna brush your teeth twice?
Later this year, yeah.
Ladies, no. It should be every day.
But actually, I do it 1 time a day for now.
Okay. You read again. Come on, you read.
Peppa and George love playing dentist. Peppa would pretend to be the dentist and George would be her assistant.
Mm-hmm.
George's toy dinosaur was the patient.
Mm-hmm.
What lovely clean teeth you have, Mr. Dinosaur. Peppa smiled. Grrr, said George.
Mm-hmm.
One day, after playing their dentist game,
Mm-hmm.
Peppa and George were eating their dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, something fell onto Peppa's plate.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the tooth.
Yeah.
Look at the tooth over there.
Yes.
Clatter, clatter. It made Peppa jump.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
She asked.
Okay.
Ho, ho, it's a tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy Pig laughed.
Mm-hmm.
But where it is from? Asked Peppa.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you look in the mirror? Said Mommy Pig.
Mm-hmm.
Peppa looked. She had a big gap in her teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Peppa cried. Do we need to go see Dr. Elephant?
How about you? Did you
Ho,
cry?
ho, ho. No.
No.
Ho, ho, ho. No, said Mommy Pig. It's just a baby tooth. It's meant to fall out.
Yes, that's
You can
true.
also call it a milk tooth.
Mm-hmm.
It's a milk teeth,
Okay.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
A baby tooth?
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Asked Peppa. A baby tooth is a tooth that falls when you're young,
Mm-hmm.
explained Mommy Pig.
Mm-hmm.
A new one will grow in its place. What should I do with my baby tooth? Asked Peppa. If you place it under your pillow, the Tooth Fairy will come. She will take your tooth and leave you a shiny new coin, said Mommy Pig. Actually, in real life, the Tooth Fairy can give you money. Yeah, like that. You may keep your baby tooth if you want. In a bag, actually.
Okay. Okay.
That evening, while Peppa watched television with her family, She kept thinking about the Tooth Fairy. I haven't seen the Tooth Fairy before, Mommy.
It's just a fiction, right?
When I grow up, I want to be a Tooth Fairy, said Peppa. Daddy Pig chuckled. What about you? George asked Daddy Pig. George pointed at his dinosaur. Dinosaur, he growled.
He.
That's only three,
Okay.
not four.
Okay, next. Okay, come on, let's finish.
Come on, George, shouted Peppa. We don't want to miss the Tooth Fairy. They both ran up the stairs to get ready for bed. What are you doing, Peppa? Asked Daddy Pig. Peppa was carefully brushing her baby tooth. I want it to be nice and clean for the Tooth Fairy,
Yes.
said Peppa.
Snort.
Peppa tucked the tooth under her pillow. Are you sure the Tooth Fairy will be able to find it? She asked. I promise, said Mommy Pig. Just you wait and see. Good night, Peppa and George. Good night, Mommy. Good night, Daddy Pig. Snore. I'm going to wait up all night for the Tooth Fairy, Peppa said. George, let's not go to sleep. George smiled and nodded. George smiled and nodded. Peppa waited and waited. She could hear something. Is that the Tooth Fairy? Peppa wondered. George, she whispered. Did you hear that? Can you see the Tooth Fairy? She climbed down to look at George. He was fast asleep. It was him making the noise.
Can you turn the last page?
That's not the last page yet. There's a few pages more.
Okay.
I am much better staying awake than George, Peppa sighed. She settled back in her bed. After a while, her eyes started to close. She opened them again. I'm going to stay awake and see the Tooth Fairy, Peppa said to herself firmly. Snore, snore. But soon she was asleep.
Is there where's the Tooth Fairy?
Tinkle, tinkle. What was that? Look at the Tooth Fairy.
That's a Tooth Fairy.
She also has wings.
Yeah.
And a purple dress.
Yes.
It was the Tooth Fairy. Hello, Peppa.
She whispered.
Would you like a gold coin in exchange for your tooth? The Tooth Fairy gently took Peppa's tooth out from under the pillow and put a shiny coin in its place. What a lovely clean tooth, the fairy said. Thank you very much.
Is that the end?
She's flattering. Wow.
Yeah. This is the end? Last page?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
But the next page will be the last one.
Okay.
The next
You show
the
it to them.
next day, Peppa
The next morning.
Peppa found the gold coin under her pillow. Mommy, the Tooth Fairy did come after all, she shouted, jumping up and down. Oh, I wish I had seen the Tooth Fairy, Peppa sighed. Next time, I'm definitely going to stay awake all night.
There. So do you believe in Tooth Fairy?
Is the Tooth Fairy fiction?
Yeah, I don't think so. Say bye-bye. So all kids, please watch, like, and subscribe on our channel. Thank you. Bye.